Welcome to Going Insane with Temperance Domain. That's me. Bright and early in the morning on Friday, the 23rd, April. This month is going by fast, is it not? Woohoo! Giddy up. Lots of things going on behind the scenes globally. But we're not going to talk about that right now. By the way, do me a great service and put some energy behind these videos and these messages by liking, subscribing, popping in a comment or emoji, whatever. Share them. Share the videos. Leaving feedback or questions or comments or suggestions. Open to it. So let's roll. So I'm going to start with an oracle message for the day. Of course, these are timeless. All card readings are timeless because they're pertinent to who they come to in that moment. That's when that soul needs to hear it, receive it. Sometimes you can come back to it later, or it can be brought back to you, which happens a lot. So, that's great. Anyway, this mirroring thing really messes with me. So as you can tell, I'm in a really good mood. I like waking up early with the birdies and the sunshine. I can see Tucson coming in already into El Paso. That's why you can see it in the west. The dust in the air coming our way. But for right now, beautiful blue skies, no chemtrails. Yay! What is that about anyway? We won't get into that right now either. Yeah, that can be for another time. Okay, so we'll start with what I'm using. First, I'm using the Shaman's Dream Oracle. They look like this. These are awesome cards. Then I'll be using my Cosmic Journey because it's just fun. And I like to get a mixture because it guides the message and it kind of confirms that the universe is speaking. I've already called in my angels with swords and guides and ancestors to come and give the perfect message, to use me as a clear tool for their message. It's not my message. When you're leaving it to the energies to supply the train tracks, and I'm just the locomotive. Yeah. Okay. So I've already shuffled, but you can hear I've shuffled some more. One more time. Okay. So first message, please. Okay, they want to. And wow. One of these cards is in this deck, which is really weird. So I think we'll take it too. That's how energy. Oh, there's another one. Huh. Take it too. Wow. Okay, well, that's 4. I guess they have something to say. Okay, so I'll shuffle these and see. By the way, I offer this service for questions from you all about situations, whatever situation you want to know about. I get the cosmic energy about it from. The information will be down below in the description, along with other contact information, tip jar, stuff like that. Okay, so what else do you want to add to this universe? Okay, 2. All right, so there it is. Okay, the first one we have, oh wow, y'all aren't gonna believe me, except for that you saw it happen. The first one is just like yesterday's oracle message, but from a different deck. The Divine Matrix, Galactic Mushroom. The next one is Caterpillar, Opportunity. Wow. By the way, that's a 24, which is also a 6. Balance. Boards are foundational. Ooh, this one keeps popping up in stuff lately. The Dream Thief. Refusal of the call. That's a 13, which is another 4. Oh my gosh. And this one's 44. Perfect storm. The courage to step into life. Well, that kind of says it all, doesn't it? We'll read anyway. The books are here to be read. Wow. That's really powerful stuff. Okay. Get these spread out a little so I can see. Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix. Which is, like yesterday we were talking about that the Divine Matrix is what we're moving into out of the not so divine matrix. You know, and galactically speaking, we're not only global citizens, we're galactic citizens, which we'll all be starting to tune into and open our minds and our hearts to, that we're galactic citizens on this flying rock we call Gaia. And of course, when you see a mushroom, especially one like this, we know what magical mushrooms do. So I guess what I would first take off that is we might think we're hallucinating. Of course, I mean, it's not a hallucination if it's the reality and we've been living in the hallucination. Wrap your head around that for a second. Okay, 24. The Divine Matrix, the intricate complexity of life. You might have been thinking and acting like you were the only one in a dream creating your life. The galactic mushroom arrives as a playful yet potent reminder that you need to get with your higher power. The universal laws are not for your benefit only. Universal laws, we talked about that yesterday. Thank you. What else can I say? Okay. I mean, it just blows my mind. I mean, every time. And it happens all the time. I mean, it's just that's a constant. Once you tap in, you're tapped in. Once you tune in, tap in, you're turned on. The universal laws are not for your benefit only. The law of attraction does not exist just to serve up your desired outcome. Law of attraction, all yesterday. Okay. The matrix of consciousness, called Source or God, Spirit, and many other names, is intricately woven into life. There is so much complexity that the human mind cannot comprehend all the moving parts. It's impossible to see beyond what you already know, just as the head of a mushroom is clearly visible above the soil, but not the living biome below. The thread-like mycelium of fungi forms vast, intricate networks underground, connecting different life forms with one another in a kind of internet. of the plant kingdom. Yeah, they say the root system in this planet of all the vegetation is something we have no clue about. Like, we know nothing about what's in the ocean actually, but we're not even paying attention what's right under our feet. Think about it. Imagine the divine matrix serving the same way. Another kind of infinite plant kingdom. Imagine the divine matrix serving the same way, connecting the individual consciousness with that of the divine. The galactic mushroom reminds you that your dreams and desires are heard. This is a call for faith and trust. Mm-hmm. Whatever intention you hold consistently with hope and faith, first manifest in the unseen realms. Whether or not you can see it working on your behalf, eventually you see the evidence play out in the serendipitous events that work in your life, or work in your favor, seemingly outside of the law of cause and effect. Your most beautiful results are being birthed right now, not just for you, but for the highest good of all, which is something I haven't mentioned yet, which surprises me because that is, okay, other side, Tracy. Because that's how you get in line. That's how you get lined up. You get in the lineup by saying, by praying, which is just a spell with intention of good when you come in agreement with the universe. I always say, light up the path, my highest path for the greatest good of all, like an airline, like an airplane strip with neon signs going this way, this way, this way, this way. So I can't miss it because I don't want my missteps to upset the balance of the matrix, of the divine matrix. I'm all about stepping off the undivine matrix. They can kick rocks. I don't even care if they care. Okay, so the next, cat or pillar? Opportunity. Oops, look at that. Look at that cat. Look at all those eyes. And that it's kind of weird, right? But look at all that cosmic pink going on. Wow. I got this card the other day too. I remember staring at it for a really long time. But the purple is a divine color. Okay, so let's read it down so we don't take too long today. Even though they gave me like whole reading. Cat or pillar? Transformation, opportunity, independence from conditioned responses. The energy of the cat or pillar appears heralding a time of transformation and opportunity. Here you are being asked to revise your dreams. If it looks and smells familiar, step away from it for the time being. If you're going around that same mountain and all the stuff smells the same, you're in the wrong spot. You're supposed to be coming away from that same old round and round and round the same mountain. Step away from it for the time being. The new cannot emerge from the old. Oh, ouch. And the youthful and vital cannot emerge from the aged and sickly. Ah. Experiment and surprise yourself with what arises for you in the moment. Caterpillar is an invitation to test out a new strategy to get a different, better result. Remember that the definition of lunacy is continuing with the same thinking and behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Indeed. It's time to break away from the habitual responses, to surprise yourself and startle others, eliciting a smile or frown or look of awe from those around you. Do not wait for an invitation from life to practice a bit of outrageousness or for permission to do the unexpected. Any other response right now will lead to more of the same and no real change. Sometimes the most original response is no response whatsoever. Yes, like I said in one of my first videos, if you just change one reaction to the round and round and round the same mountain, just one reaction, or to have no reaction is a reaction, is a new reaction, then that whole solar system of planets and reactions and cause and effect and bodies have to all change orbit, because if the Earth tilted too much in a new direction, it would, by just by its repositioning itself, affect the whole universe. It just would, you know, out now till we don't even know when it ends. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying also about being good, getting environment good, to get your environment in good, to have a good environment, to have self boundaries around your perimeter, which is your country. This is Tracy country. Self love boundaries, city boundaries, state boundaries, country boundaries, global boundaries. Souls need to have respect for boundaries, no matter where they are. And if they're not allowed in, then they need to just, fall back and punt. If people don't want you there, leave. I mean, otherwise you're imposing to go, asking them to provide you with a with a padded room to bounce around because you don't like how things are when you weren't invited in the first place. Go create something with some other people who are the same like you. Same. The same attracts the same. And if we let negative in, that means we're attracting it. If we don't, if we guard our perimeters and we're not allowing toxic in, then yay for us. And you're not attracting that. Eventually they'll get the idea. Sometimes the most original response is no response whatsoever. Stand stock still, staring steadily into the eyes of the players in your drama, avoiding engagement until the moment is right. Cat or pillar invites you to witness the story unfolding, knowing that deciding on the timing of your action is as essential as finding the best move to make. And when you do act, let there be no doubt in anyone's mind of your determination and the power you unleash. Awesome. Okay, this one is a trip. You don't know what a trip is? Never mind. Goes back to the mushroom stuff. Dream thief. Refusal of the call. It looks daunting, right? But it's colorful. It's all get out. Yes, I said all get out. Number 13. I think that's in the tarot. I think that's the death card, the transformation. Quote me on that. So we got this little beastie, colorful wings. It looks like a moth on steroids, right? But it's a cosmic moth on top of an orb that, look at those claws. Wow. Those eyes. What is that? Oh, and the falling feathers. See them? Okay, let's see what this. I've had this card before too. I'm not having any recall at this point because it's in a different context. Rejection of the path of fulfillment, refusal of the call. The dream thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. She wants you to uh, she wants you to tell your old stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. Wow. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story, of why you were wounded or when you were rejected. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is like totally in step with my series of videos thus far. You should check them all out in order because they are progressive. Or skip around, whatever you want. Of why you were wounded or when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to tell or to rely and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you've placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so, excuse me, excuse me. I really am allergic to the mornings at this time of year. Always have been. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than you know. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. Woo! Woo! So exciting, isn't it? Thanks, Dream Thief. Now, I mean, okay, so talking about your past when you're still wounded by it and you haven't done the 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 walk that I've laid out, that worked for me. It worked for me. Okay, Tracy. Okay, whatever. Um, then you're teaching from um, a wound that's starting to, heal up. That's not not a seeping wound full of pus and blood and ick. That really hurts to touch, clean, or look at, feel. Um, think about touching. Just thinking about touching an open infected wound is painful. So people lose limbs that way, right? But as you start to heal and you start to look back with a more balanced view and tips and tricks, practices, exercises um, that help to heal the wound, dress it, do the first aid until it's actually healed. And scars are okay. I have a scar. I thought about, but I have a scar, a really big scar. I had open heart surgery, and it's not about scars. Plus, I was raised on a ranch, so I mean, scars, wounds happen, and it's on how you choose to deal with them, approach them. You know, that's the free will factor that every soul has, and how we maintain our garden, and how much maintenance we're going to have to do down the road when we realize that we're our own toxic waste dump. And by cleaning up our own toxic waste dump and then not inviting more people to add their toxic waste to our freshly cleaned out dump, I mean, it's really where it's at. But you can teach from a wound that's healed, that's scarred over. The scar's already fading, and it barely happened. Like 3 years ago, coming up on 4 years ago. So let's move on. We got the perfect storm. We got that heart chakra all lit up. 44. Let's feathers falling. Got some green in there. Green is heart chakra. Look at those amber eyes. Just looking up at the stars. Into the universe. Look at the energy coming out of that heart. Perfect storm. The courage to step into life. Well, it is all about the heart after all, is it not? And it is. Someone told me that once. You know, I really thank that person for telling me that, because I was at a point where my heart was really in a fresh, unexpected abandonment situation that I never saw coming. It was from a church that me and my children had adopted as family, and it was really unexpected because God is love, and I didn't deserve that. My kids didn't deserve that, and I don't even. I mean, I guess maybe my light was too bright. Light bright. At any rate, I was still healing from that, and he bebopped in. Tracy, it's all about the heart. It's all about the heart. And I took that to heart. And I've never forgotten it, as you can tell. And I started healing my heart from that experience with his help. And brought music back into my life that I had abandoned because it always drove me back to. I'm sure this is the channeling part of these messages. When it comes to your mind and they use your experiences, it's because someone else could benefit from it. So it's not just me talking about me, okay? But I had put music down because it always attached me to pain. I mean, because I'm a music kind of gal, and the rhythm, the beats, the words. I mean, I knew when I first hear a song, I would know the words before they were sung, and it injured me, but I used that time well, and I started listening to talk radio and learned a lot of things. It opened my freshly parented eyes to focus on things that were outside of me, wah, 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 because I had two other souls I was responsible for now. And anyway, music came back, and that was a good thing. And okay, so perfect storm. An invitation to act now, the courage to step into life, sheltering from turbulence. When the perfect storm appears, it cautions you to ready for an exciting, if turbulent, time. The winds are picking up, and you need to make sure that you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffered by gusts that may take you far from where you need to be. So this is like the river, the storm may take you away if you get caught up into it. The river, if you jump in the river, it'll always float you where you're supposed to be. Interesting. Okay. The key is to remain centered and balanced and bear witness as the forces build in intensity. Notice how the loose stuff is starting to fly around and recognize how little of it you truly need. Let go of those thoughts, beliefs, attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. Oh, that is just about what we're talking about. Environment. Tied in completely. That's one of my first videos, by the way. Then the storm will be absolutely perfect for you. Okay, so let's read that again. Let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. Then the storm will be absolutely perfect for you. If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is those things we are most attached to. What? This is like, what? What are my other videos? I promise you, this is tying all of them together. I haven't missed one yet. Attached to that are taken first, as if life were trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. Let it all go with the wind. I've done that a few times in my life. I've had to repeatedly, and if it happens again, whatever, it's okay, because stuff comes back. Being attached to material shit is bogus. It's it will be taken if you place too much attachment to it, pride in it, status symbols. Not to become pure of heart, not to become into your fullness, your authentic self. And you have to be willing to let it go to get the universal prize of manifesting whatever you want. I know, right? It's an interesting conundrum. Righteous self-importance. Let it all go with the wind. The less you resist the change, boy, the change brought by the perfect storm, oh my gosh, the happier you will be. Ride the winds to your next destination. Yeah. Embrace the rain or snow. Remember that every time you try to argue with nature, you lose. The perfect storm can also be a call for you to seize the moment. There might be a great opportunity that you need to take advantage of right now. Carpe diem. Here, time is of the essence. It may be gone shortly, so do not hesitate. Go ahead, bite off more than you can chew, and take the storm on in all its terrifying greatness, experiencing the fullness of life. You will succeed. You will succeed. You will succeed. You will succeed. All of us, we can embrace it and trust and build our trust and faith by love, or trust and love by faith. Cool. Wow. Really powerful. Those other two cards really added to that, I think. Uh-oh. We got this one the other day. Oops. Polish your mirror for perfect clarity. Number 21. Here we have the 4. Oh, wow. This one's kind of cool. This one's new to me. These are new cards to me, so I really don't know them that well. Flying Dragon. Got hold of his tail there, doesn't he? That's like going in circles. Let's see. I see like a 33 in the middle there. Kind of a burst out of the sun with the clouds. See the stars and the planets and stuff. All right. Well, let's check this one out. Oh, wait. Oh, no, let's do the polish your mirror first. Polish your mirror for perfect clarity. Everything you see around you is a perfect reflection of where you are on your path. Yes, everything. Our material universe is designed to be a symbolic likeness of what is created on a spiritual plane. Your relationships are a way to see this. Your relationships are a way to see into this mirror. Think of the relationships you cherish and characteristics you adore in certain people, such as your heroes and mentors. The good news is that the same aspects are in your golden shadow. Or, I always do this sentence wrong. The good news is that these same aspects are in you as your golden shadow. The reverse is also true. The most difficult aspects of certain people are the aspects of yourself that you haven't embraced or seen fully. This card calls for you to become more honest, for your actions and words to always reflect your true self, your authentic self, without the mask, which we're going to talk about today. By doing so, you become more of a clear mirror, and your relationships will reflect even more peace, joy, and contentment. Remember as well that relationships are not just with other people, they are with food, money, alcohol, work. Let's read Divine Dragon, see how that ties in. I mean, because that kind of speaks for itself, does it not? Wow. I mean, that just blows my mind. It came out again. Divine Dragon attributes sovereignty, power, full expression, and magic. We can tap into the magic. We are the magic. They enslaved us and stole our understanding and our knowledge of our magic. How much magic we can tap into. They know how powerful our thoughts are. Why do you think they put lithium in the water? Fluoride. Fluoride. That's to calcify our third eye. It's a very on purpose thing. They put fluoride in the water, in the toothpaste. Fluoride, in its purest form, has to be held in a hazmat suit. Did y'all know that? It has to be dealt with wearing a hazmat suit. It's nuclear fucking waste. I have to say fucking there. Sorry. I cuss sometimes. I don't cuss a lot. I really am sorry. Sometimes it just fits. I didn't say it that time, and I wanted to. All right. A dragon chooses you. You do not choose the dragon. A dragon's power connects you to your own power from within. To stand sovereign is also connected to your root expression of power, fire, and even sexual energy, which is Kundalini. Which is Kundalini rising. You cannot serve the collective. I had to make sure it was still recording. You cannot serve the collective without yourself first being alive and ablaze. Allow the dragon's fire of purification to cleanse you. In the East, the dragon was seen as a mythical guardian with influence over all the elements. In the West, oh no, sorry, I forgot the period there. In the East, the dragon was seen as a mythical guardian with influence over all of the elements. In the West, it was seen as a feared fire-breathing serpent because people did not fully understand the magic and divine wisdom dragons carry. There's an awakening of the dragon archetype now, and you can embody that with this cosmic conversation. Your power is engaged for a purpose, breathing fire when needed. That is so flippin' powerful. Potential questions to ask this archetype. Why did you choose me? How do I more fully proclaim my power in this situation? What areas of shame, guilt, or smallness do I need to examine and cleanse? Wow, I am not kidding. These cards have hit every video. That is so amazing. I always do that. Thanks, because they like to be acknowledged and appreciated. Like, totally. What areas of shame, guilt, or smallness do I need to examine and cleanse? What is your name so I can call you when needed? You can ask the name. I got the names of my personal guardian angels, other than Michael Angel, by asking. I actually heard it. Well, heard it, or it appeared in like a. It's hard to explain. It's like a whisper with a word. And at first I thought Uriel was Ariel. I was like, no, Uriel. So I even got corrected. It was cool. How can I call you in and ask you for help? And we always have to ask the higher vibration entities, fairies. Fairies are cool. I've seen one here in El Paso during a rainstorm. I was in a parking lot, kind of hanging out in the rain in my car. I saw a fairy, two of them. So cool. I even got a recording of it. Of course, that phone got dumped. Well, erased. Anyway, so okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I think this has been long enough. Oh yeah, 42 minutes. That's a long one. Um, I love you guys. I love I love you, Tracy. Say it. Don't forget to tell yourself. I love you. 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 Tell yourself. Write your affirmations. Open a door. Smile. Compliment somebody. You can always find something to edify somebody with. Even just passing them in the street. Okay. So let's roll on this thing. Global citizens, here we come. Woo! Peace.